In this second video, I want to discuss, the ideas and, the questions you need to ask, things you need to think about if you want to buy a vacation home and have some rental income on it from other vacationers using your property. And so that's what we'll discuss here in this video. And, some of the questions you need to ask yourself to really think about, okay, how much money do you want or need to make on your vacation home property? Do you need it to Do you have a goal, like a return on investment that you're shooting for? Do you just want to cover the entire mortgage payment, maybe half the mortgage payment? What are your goals, okay, with doing this? It's just some things you got to consider. A third thing is you got to consider, okay, can you afford the mortgage payment if you don't have any rental income? Maybe the property needs a bunch of maintenance or remodeling work. Do you have the money set aside to do that, but also to pay the mortgage? And just realize in mountain towns, construction and getting workers to do the work takes a lot longer than it does down here in Metro Denver. Another thing to consider, okay, whenever the next recession is, normally spending on vacations drops. Do you have the ability to make that mortgage payment on your vacation home? Or do you have at least 6 months of payments saved in the bank? And fifth is, how big of a down payment can you make? You got to do at least 10%, but you may want to do quite a bit more than that. And just realize that bigger, more expensive properties require more money down. And so just realize this, homes with better views cost more. Condos are cheaper than single family homes. If you're buying a home in a ski town, buying a 2-bedroom condo, 100 feet from the slopes or the gondolas is going to cost, probably at least $250,000 more than a 1 or 2-bedroom condo a quarter mile away. And so can you afford that bigger down payment? Can you afford that bigger monthly payment? And are you willing to take on that extra risk? Because you may find your return on investment as a percentage may be the same on that 1-bedroom condo that's, say, $500,000 instead of the 2-bedroom condo at $800,000. So you just gotta look at the numbers and study the numbers if you're gonna, rent out your vacation homes. Second thing you gotta realize, and you gotta do a lot of due diligence on your own part, because many mountain towns and counties are really cracking down on vacation homeowners who are renting out their properties. And so they're charging you higher taxes. It could be higher lodging taxes. Some of them are even considering taxing your property as commercial property instead of residential. And if they do that, your property taxes are going to triple at least, which is a huge, additional cost and burden for you. So you just got to realize, what's going on, and they're always adding paperwork and regulations. I've heard sometimes the applications to get approved is, a dozen pages or more, and they got to do a study and all that. And you may just throw your hands up and go, dang, it's just not worth it. But you need to do this due diligence, this research now before you decide to buy a vacation home. And this is happening in many towns. I mean, like up in Estes Park where we own, this is a huge debate again right now, summer of 2022, of where they're looking at increasing lodging taxes. Talk about taxing them as commercial properties. And this is happening, I know, in Summit County as well, of where Breckenridge, Frisco, Dillon and stuff are really, and Vail are all looking at increasing the taxes or just plain making it more difficult for people to do vacation rentals, on their own. Because they believe that the vacation rental experience is taking away housing from workforce, from people who work and live there. And they may be correct to an extent, but you just have to do your research to find out, what is allowed, what is not allowed, and then you make an informed decision. And I would just encourage you to do that. Talk with local realtors in the area. You may even want to talk to an attorney or CPA up there, but you gotta do your research. Here in the next video, I'll talk about the 2 different types of vacation rentals that you can do and that you will see. And once again, if you say, what, Lonnie, it's just too much of a burden. We don't want to do, the vacation rental thing for our vacation home. Okay, you can just go ahead and skip to video number 4. And if you like this video and love the content, please be willing to share it, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your family, friends, and coworkers.